In recent days, a troubling event has unfolded that demands our attention and action. Mahmoud Khalil, a Columbia University graduate and legal permanent resident of the United States, was arrested by Immigration and Customs Enforcement, otherwise known as ICE. His attention stems from his advocacy for Palestinian rights on campus. Despite holding a green card and being married to an American citizen, Khalil now finds himself detained in Louisiana, caught in what appears to be a broader crackdown on dissent. In response to this alarming situation, 14 House Democrats sent a letter to Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem demanding Khalil's immediate release. They expressed the horror at what they described as the illegal abduction and indefinite detention of Khalil, asserting that his constitutional rights have been violated. The letter emphasizes that Khalil's detention poses a grave threat to the right of dissent in the United States. Unfortunately, these 14 representatives comprise only 3% of the House's 435 members, and they're the only ones to have taken a stand in defense of fundamental constitutional principles. The silence from the remaining members of Congress is deafening. All members of Congress swear an oath to defend the Constitution, which guarantees the rights to free speech and assembly. Yet when these rights are under direct assault, the majority remains silent. This inaction is not just a failure to support a fellow citizen, it is a failure to uphold the very principles they pledged to protect. President Trump's administration has portrayed Khalil as a radical foreign pro-Hamas student, a characteristic that those who know him strongly dispute. Khalil has been a prominent advocate for a ceasefire in Gaza and has consistently condemned both Israeli government policies and anti-Semitism. He has stated there is, of course, no place for anti-Semitism and believes that the liberation of the Palestinian people and the Jewish people are intertwined and go hand in hand, and you cannot achieve one without the other. Despite these clarifications, the administration continues to mischaracterize Khalil's stance. A Department of Homeland Security spokesperson claimed that Khalil's arrest was in support of President Trump's executive orders prohibiting anti-Semitism. This assertion not only misrepresents Khalil's views, but also sets a dangerous precedent where advocacy and dissent are conflated with criminal behavior. The lack of widespread condemnation from Congress is alarming. When the rights of one individual are trampled, it jeopardizes the rights of all of us. The inaction of the majority of House Democrats sends a chilling message that defending constitutional rights is optional, contingent upon political convenience. This situation is a litmus test for our democracy. Will our elected representatives stand up against authoritarian tactics, or will they remain passive observers? The 14 representatives who signed the letter have demonstrated courage and commitment to their oaths, but their voices alone are not enough. It is imperative that more members of Congress join in on condemning this violation of civil liberties. The detention of Mahmoud Khalil is not just about one man. It is about the kind of nation we aspire to be, a nation that values free speech, protects dissent, and upholds the rights enshrined in our Constitution. The current inaction of many Democrats is a betrayal of these values. It is time for all members of Congress to fulfill their oaths and stand unequivocally for the rights of all citizens. The arrest and detention of Mahmoud Khalil highlight a disturbing trend towards the suppression of dissent in the United States. While a small group of House Democrats have taken a stand against this injustice, the overwhelming silence from the majority is a cause for concern. It is incumbent upon all members of Congress to defend the constitutional rights they swore to protect. Failure to do so not only undermines our democracy, but also sets a dangerous precedent for the future. Let us remember the words of Martin Luther King Jr. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. The time to act is now. Congress must demand the immediate release of Mahmoud Khalil and reaffirm its commitment to the fundamental rights that define our nation. So what do you think? Will Congress actually find its voice and stand up to Trump? Or will they continue being passive observers? Please let me know in the comments below, subscribe, and like. And always remember, progress isn't radical.